Hey everyone, welcome to another Bryce Talk Show episode. Today is going to be another great episode as I just came home from Florida on Monday. Today is Wednesday the 2nd of April 2025 at the time I'm recording this. And I'm here to talk a little bit about the trip because it was pretty good, interesting. A lot of stuff went down, so I want to get to that, alright? Took the trip flew to Fort Myers, did the Uber to Naples where we stayed, where our house is that we like, and we got in there. We noticed, well, the heater wasn't on in the pool and the AC was off, which luckily was fixed on Thursday because it would have been hot the whole week. Although our room wasn't that bad, at least where I slept. My grandma and I were just sleeping. The fan was on and it made it not too bad because it could have been worse in that room. Some rooms were hotter than others. Others not so much. During that trip I did some radio recordings too and air checks, recordings of radio when listening, so I'll definitely be sharing those too as well. And they're pretty great. So we get in there Monday, we realize the stuff. Oh yeah, and I did take a golf cart ride after I had Winnie's chili, so that was pretty nice. Tuesday, and I we do a little shopping, as you know. Head to all the stores, Marshalls, Ross, Dress for Less, and Bales outlets, and then Walmart to get more of our groceries. Then I swam a little bit, which the water was cooled a little bit. And then it was pretty good, though. I got a little swim in. Did more recordings of radio, and Wednesday we headed out to the Shady Palm, the little cafe where we have the big pool, the clubhouse. It's pretty dope. And we get in there, and it was pretty good. I mean, except I got my damn chest burnt because I was in there and I got, burnt. But I did reapply, but got burnt a little bit, even a little bit on the neck, but mainly on the chest. Which eventually appealed, so that wasn't really great. But we were doing all this stuff, and by the way, I did daily vlogs on this channel. I did daily vlogs on this YouTube channel that I was doing, and some of the videos turned out blurry when I filmed it on the GoPro, which unfortunately I don't know why, unless I had it on wrong. And I didn't just record with the GoPro, but I did for sure. Anyway, got the radios being recorded. Oh yeah, and I headed out to the Texas Tony Rib, that restaurant, Texas Tony, and there was so many people. And we were there waiting. It was like damn near 45 minutes. I'm like, what the hell, people? And we're just waiting on these people. Nobody left. It was just like filling up. And then we realized we should have done like a call ahead and, did that instead. But we didn't. Nope, we didn't. And so this is what happened. One of the days I did a night swim. I think it was either Wednesday or... I think it was Wednesday night I did a night swim. And Thursday we were going to go to the beach, but we ended up going Friday because, we had the people airflow getting the air conditioning in, but I actually was able to do stuff and did swim. They sounded like they were having a good time. They had music jam and they were singing while they were doing it, so it seemed like they had a pretty good time. And seemed like some nice folks too. So, except the fact that I think they might have hit something that caused the issues to the internet, like it had no connection. So it was connected, but it didn't have no internet. So Friday I had to reset, the router, and then it finally worked. And I figured, well, maybe it was a neighborhood outage, but we had it reset, and it worked. And it was crazy because one of the vlogs I was going to upload for Thursday actually uploaded overnight. Midnight, 1, 2 a.m., something like that. And, of course, I was asleep, but it was uploading. And it was just uploading and uploading and uploading. And I'm like, is it going to upload? Because it was so slow, because the cell service where I wasn't great. The only reason why I was able to do what I do a lot is because of the network, Wi-Fi. So, when that cell service was kind of shitty. Friday we get over to the beach, get over to Marco Island. It was windy as it could be, and I actually collected a humongous shell. I think it's the biggest I've actually collected so far in counting in Marco Island. I've collected a lot from them, and I've done a lot of that, collecting shells, and it's quite fun. I've done it for a while. In fact, I need to get a new jar because my thing is so full, I can't add any more. I tried to sneak in little more shells. When I came back, I put a few of them, but a lot of them are so full. We get there, it's windy as all hell as it can be, and it just gets windy and windy and windy. Grandma was out there sitting on the chair. She didn't really like go. She doesn't go in the water. So, and Amy was too. And apparently they wanted to leave near an hour because all that stuff. I'm like, bruh, I feel like I haven't even been there that long to even do anything. And I even brought the surfboard because I sat on the thing. It was kind of fun because I used the surfboard to pool and hang out and do waves and all that. But I brought it to the beach, and I did that. And we left the beach, and then we drove over to a Mexican restaurant at Marco Island, which we had some. I actually had a quesadilla, which I took home. And then that way I could have it. And then, I come back and go in the pool and just, relax, and then head to the big pool. Well, then, after dinner, we end up shopping a lot, went to the other Ross, not the one close to the house, but one further away, and then Five Below, and then I ended up getting one of those remote control helicopters just to keep down there, because I got one up here. I got some up here, and so I wanted to keep down there, and then when I return, I got all that stuff. Now, the interesting thing is the ceiling is low, so it's gonna be pretty challenging trying to do that. Pretty fun though. Got some ice cream, got a shake, and then as we're walking out of the ice cream shop, Brady lets this loud fart go out, and we were just laughing. And I'm like, well, bro, why'd you do that? Everybody hear that? And yeah, and it was pretty cool. And yeah, Saturday I actually tried to helicopter in the house. It's pretty good. And got my normal morning swim in. And then I swam in the afternoon, and then it rained, and it was kind of crummy, and then I went in, and then I decided to take the Zoom H1E outside to get the nice recording of it. And it actually was pretty good. A pretty good, nice recording of it. And and that was fun. And then we had a Hooters Saturday night. We have one, and I hang out there, and we got that's where we meet Gabriella, and I got a nice pic, and we hanged out. There was some annoying ass kids in there, and I'm like, dude, are they gonna fucking leave? Because those kids are so annoying. And finally they left. And then we had the gift shop, because they got good gift shops there at the Hooters, they do. And as we were leaving, I remembered I was going to go go to the Ultra Music Festival live, because it started on the Friday, the 28th, and ending on the 31st, or the 30th. And so I go to Ultra and play live through the website. The Ultra Music Festival in Miami. And do a little blank slate and had the Florida Gators basketball game. As it's near towards the end of March Madness, the big tournament. And then had the blank slate board game, and then yeah. And Sunday I was just swimming around. And then I went to the big pool where, again, and, they actually have music, the band play in the weekend at the cafe. The weekend, and so they'll do that on Saturdays, or Sunday, and they'll do that. So I think that's pretty fun. And got the videos up, and I did take the golf cart out again, and I went back to the nature walk. There wasn't really any animals there to see again. We were walking up there. There was a couple and their dog that they brought with them, and that was kind of cool. And then we drove back, and then I said, well, I better do a night swim because I ain't going to be able to enjoy shit because we're heading out to the airport in the goddamn morning. So we get up. I get up at 7 o'clock, sometime around there. I get ready and do my stuff. And then eventually the Uber comes at 9:30. Well, ground it and find out a lot of the flights were delayed, well, including us. Ours, we were expected boarding there 11:50 was changed to 1:25 because a lot of the storms were happening a lot in Columbus and a lot of the country. And a lot of the flights, including ours, were delayed. People that were going to Chicago, people that were headed to Detroit, those going to Cincinnati, for example. Just to name a few. We were at one of the little smaller restaurants there at the airport because Fort Myers is great because they got a lot of stuff, stores, restaurants, you name it. We were sitting there, and before we left, we got to talking. There was two ladies there sitting next to us. They actually had been there since 8:30 that morning because they were traveling to Cincinnati. Apparently they were delayed. And so so this is probably like 11:20 while we were getting our lunch in the morning. And so they've been there, and so after that, finally an hour or two have passed and we finally get in there. The thing is, as we're pulling up, near and close to the runway, we gotta wait because there's these 18 more aircraft that we're getting ready to take off. So that's another 30 minutes in there waiting on these freaking people to leave. And it's not good. And especially, and I come back home to this shit, and I don't like it. And I prefer to be there instead, but I think you know that. So I get there and I get my food, Chick-fil-A, I get back home. While I was there, I got the Zoom H1 accessories pack for the Zoom H1 Essential. It had came while I was still in Florida before I came back. And it had came back, so come with the windscreen, the case, USB-C cord, and I think an AC adapter too. Yeah, pretty good time. Wednesday was pretty good because we did the football. Brady and I was throwing the football. Let me just say, he's not really the greatest at throwing the balls. So it was Amy threw it to me, and I threw it to him. Grandma threw it to Brady. So that was on Wednesday because we took it to the big pool, the Shady Palm, which I didn't mention earlier, but that was pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff that goes down while we were there. Yesterday I was working on the slideshow, the photo slideshow of all our stuff and all the pictures taken that time, and I got that uploaded and it's been on YouTube. if you haven't watched the daily vlogs, I'd recommend doing that. And I might just put the links down below so you can watch that and the slideshow. And as most of you didn't know, I didn't vlog anything because we weren't gonna be doing much. Nothing really to enjoy doing, as we were just getting ready to leave. So there was nothing really to enjoy because of that. So and yeah, a lot of that stuff is why I didn't vlog on Monday. That's why there's no 8th vlog for the trip. And yeah, I wish well, it would probably be interesting to vlog that because there's a lot of crazy stuff that went down. And so maybe doing an 8th day vlog would have been good, but considering the mishaps that went down, would have been interesting. But I didn't. So all I did was just put 7 vlogs up there during that trip. So yeah, I did a lot of that great stuff, and I also ate at the cafe too. Like they had the jalapeno burger. The jalapeno burger is great. I've had that plenty of times. And on Wednesday, after I went into the big pool, I had the chicken tenders there. So a lot of stuff that was great. Despite some of the mishaps we had, and including another mishap that happened was Tuesday night once we rode the golf cart. It was starting to die, like it was at full, and then it went from half. And as the battery was in half, it went to like low real quick. And then it was stalling. It just started stalling, and so it turned off. So I turned it back on, and then slowly but surely, we weren't too far from the house, slowly made it back. You know, we did a couple walks too on this week when I was in Florida. And I gotta tell you, one of the days, I think maybe it was Thursday, one of the days, I think, Thursday night, Amy and I was playing, we were rocking out to a Ja Rule song. It was funny, Grandma was like, what's going on over there, and we were kind of laughing, telling all this stuff. And yeah, we got Ja Rule. She's like, oh yeah, Jelly Roll? Nah, I'm like, are you that, I mean, we were laughing, but we knew that it was dumb. First of all, Jelly Roll isn't even anywhere damn near close. And she's done this too before because, during the summer I was rocking some Tool, playing Tool, and she said that she was hearing that singing and she thought it was Blake Shelton. And Dad and I was like, what the hell, that isn't Blake Shelton, I didn't know Tool did country. I know he does rock, but I didn't know he did country. But it's just kind of funny to make a joke out of what, how dumb what she said. And so I don't know, it was just kind of funny thing to add there. And so yeah, interesting times, and I'm back home. Yay. Not. So, anyway, that's all I got for this Bryce Talk Show episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. We're on the road to 700 subscribers. We're sitting at 693. So, 7 more subscribers, we will be hitting 700. See, that's kind of funny to think about. So, if you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel, share the content around, because sharing, as they say, is caring, but also, it gets the stuff out to more people. So, do that. And I'll be back for another episode now, and I got radio recordings too that I gotta share too, so stay tuned for those. See ya.